All right, let's go. Saturday is done here at the VAILO Adelaide 500, and we know who the champion is going to be now, so lots to talk about, but we're going to quickly start with Broc, though, because you deserve quite a few plaudits for that drive today, mate. That was a ripping drive. Your thoughts? Winning a race, but sort of losing the war today.
Yeah, as I said, it's not really about me today. Obviously, it's cool to win this race again. Tomorrow is the one that we want to win, but obviously Will's wrapped up the championship, so massive congrats to him and his team. I knew it was going to be pretty hard this weekend, but I knew we had to win the race. At the start, I didn't really know how I was going to manage that. I was struggling a little bit, but yeah, the team did a great job, put me in clean air, and we had a really fast race car towards the end. So I did all I could. I'm proud of the effort that we've put in, especially the back half of the year. I mean, after Tasmania, after getting taken out, we've been really strong for the rest of the year. So pumped for the work of the team. My crew's done a great job.
When Shane packed his bags for America, did you think, all right, here's my chance to cash in on the 2024 title?
I mean, yeah, I think I have a chance anyway. I mean, obviously last year I felt like we had a shot at winning the championship, but fell out with a few rounds to go. So, look, the goal is always to try and win the championship no matter who you're going against. But Will's raised the bar again this year, and he's pushed me to another level, which has been really exciting, and I'm looking forward to many more years to come. But it's been great. It's been really good fun this year. He's been super strong and consistent. He's breaking records and all that sort of stuff. So it's been a really good year for the team. Obviously, we weren't satisfied with not winning the teams or drivers championship last year. So to wrap up 1-2 drivers and teams championship is pretty awesome.
Well done today, mate. Really good drive.
Mate.
Very, very strong. William, champion-elect. Feels pretty good?
Yeah, I don't think it's set in just yet. Yeah, I thought how cool it was last year. Brody winning the championship, and I was in Broc's situation, and sort of knew how it felt. But right now, I don't know how to take it. It's really exciting, and over the moon. It's what I've been working towards for a long time now, and to join Red Bull Ampol Racing this year and win with them in my first year is fantastic. But yeah, I just want to thank everyone at the team. They've done such a big job, just faultless job all year, and that's really why we're in this position. And to Broc, I turn up every weekend going, oh, far out, he's probably going to beat me, so I have to turn up and prepare as best as I can and make sure that we're fast. And that's, I think, another reason why we're both up here and won to win the championship, got two fast teammates.
How about your engineer? You guys seem to be clicking so well together this year. We saw what wonders he worked with Shane in that team as well. It's just great partnership and cool to win together. Yeah,
I've loved working with Andrew this year. He's a super smart guy. Over the off-season, I straight away got into the workshop with him, and we worked a lot on tyre life, all of the things, looked a lot at Shane's data, and I think he's made me step up to another level along with the team. And I think last year I had good raw pace, but I didn't put it together every weekend, and I wasn't as consistent. And I wanted to try and win the championship this year, and I knew that'd take consistency. So to get a podium every round this year is pretty cool. I didn't probably think that would have been possible this year, so that's been amazing.
With the new format coming in next year, you're probably going to be our last Saturday champion.
Yeah, it's interesting. Puts a lot of pressure on next year with the new format, but I think it's cool. It's something that'll change it up. I'm glad I got one done this year though, because I think it's going to be a bit harder. But it's going to be interesting, the new format.
And last one from me. Are you going to put number 1 on the car next year?
I haven't actually spoken with the team yet to see what we'll do there. I'd say you'd probably be disappointed if you didn't run it, if you didn't get the opportunity again later in your career. So I think while you've got the opportunity now, you probably have to run it.
You've never driven car 1 before anywhere? I don't think you would have. Number 1 in any championship before?
No.
Not that I can remember.
Not that I know of, no.
Okay, there you go. There's a chance.
All right.
Yeah. Cam, how are we feeling right now, man? Is that the one that got away today, or pretty happy to have held on for third?
Yeah, probably one that got away for sure, but still happy with the day. Practice we really struggled and turned the car around today, and obviously to get pole was awesome. We had a fast race car. Those end of the stints were really good for us, and just obviously lost it in that pit stop, putting the old tyre on the right front.
So that tyre that went on, do you know, had that been used in the first stint of the race? Do you know what tyre that was?
Yeah, it was a left rear from my first stint, and I beat up on it pretty hard, so she wasn't ready to go back on the car, that was for sure.
It's kind of a miracle that you finished third with that tyre on the car.
Yeah, I guess so. I was it was hard work out there. It struggled to brake and struggled to turn, and I knew Will was going to get me for sure, but just wanted to try and stay on the podium, and just got there.
So with the right tyres and the right parts of the car tomorrow, do you feel like you can bounce back and win the 500?
Yep, 100%.
All right, looking forward to that one. Let's open her up and get some questions from the journos.
Will, you've done some pretty incredible things in your career. You know, you've competed in NASCAR. Where does this stack up?
I think it's definitely the highlight of my career. I've done some cool racing over the time, but winning a Supercars Championship, there's so many guys that have been trying down pit lane or over the years have tried and haven't quite got there but been really fast. And it's been cool to get the win. I think at the end of the day, it's having a consistent team around you. But this definitely stacks up as my best achievement so far, by a bit, I reckon.
Have you thought about how the celebrations are going to go tomorrow night?
Quiet one, Will.
Probably downhill after about 11 p.m.
Broc, that's another great win. That's 6 now, so you're 2 clear in the race win tally. Is that at some point? Do you think, how the hell am I going to beat this guy? Even though you get all the race wins, but he's just so consistent. Like,
yeah, fortunately next year it comes down to who's going to win the race. So, look, this year's, I suppose, on paper, if you look at wins, it looks pretty good for me. But Will's turned up every weekend, and as you said, it's got a podium at every weekend, which is very, very hard to do these days. The category's as close as it's probably been for a super long time. So, look, we've been strong at a lot of events, but we've had a lot where we've struggled as well this year. So, I think we all would have liked to win a championship before the format changed. But I'm excited for next year. I mean, I obviously like this track and had a bit of success here in the past. So that's what today is about. That's what tomorrow is about. Obviously, the 500's a massive trophy, but next year, you're obviously trying to win the 500 and the championship.
how do you guys, as a team, team championship, number 1, number 2, how do you guys get better from here?
Yeah, we need to figure out why we didn't win Bathurst. That's the only one missing this year. But look, as I said before, I mean, we were a little bit disappointed. We weren't able to clinch any of those last year. So it's been a great year for the team. Obviously, there's doubt when people leave and a new person comes in, and Will's, obviously done a fantastic job. And so as a team, they've pushed both of us to new levels, and the team's done a fantastic job. As I said, we weren't happy with where we were last year, and to turn that around and to come out swinging, like win the first 5 races of the year and go through a bit of a dull patch, but to come back fighting the back half of the year has been awesome. So super strong year for the team. There was a part there where everyone, was talking about Chaz and Cam and that on the comeback, but we were able to sort of turn that momentum around and have a good end of the year.
Yeah, well, there was a point there where it got down to 63 points, I think, with Chaz there, about a few rounds to go. How did you, I guess, bounce back from that? And
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like at the end of the day, I think it's how you roll out of the trailer with your car. That's generally what position you end up at the end of the weekend, is how well you prepare. So I think Chaz just did a fantastic job at the mid part of the season. Same with Cam, and Cam's been super strong the whole time, pretty much from the mid part. But he was coming back really strong, and we all worked together as hard as we could to try and improve it. Got the Sandown win, which I think we needed, and then got a podium at Bathurst, which was cool. But I'm not sure exactly. You can't put my finger on why.
Cam, I'll direct this one at you. How did you do with the heat today, especially with Matt Payne coming so quickly behind you?
I was fine, mate. So my dry ice in my cool box was working really good, and my helmet air, I had a drink bottle, and there was no dramas.
Did you have whiskey in there?
No whiskey. I was jacked up on Monster Energy today, so I had the energy to get it done. Might have a whiskey tonight to calm me back down, though.
Cam, I think probably a lot of people said 2024 was your best shot at a championship. Do you feel 2025 is the way that you're finishing this year?
I'm sick of saying we'll try again next year, to be honest. But look, we finished last year pretty strong, and I think all the changes with the aero and all those things really hurt us at the start of the year. We kind of had to, find our feet and find our setups and the windows that the car needed to be in. And once we kind of did that, we're okay. We could get poles and go for race wins and podiums. So just spewing about the first kind of 3 races or 3 rounds, and it is what it is.
And Will, just you mentioned about the steering wheel locking up, or a problem in the first pit stop. Is that right?
That was all me. The problem was me. I turned in around Tickford, around Thomas, and I just forgot to straighten the steering wheel back up. You've got to turn it so hard, and I forgot, and then they couldn't get the wheel on, so that was completely my fault. So luckily, we could get fuel in at the same time, but it meant Matt could jump us, and then had to do the whole next stint behind him, but seemed to do a pretty good job in the last stint, had really good pace, and that's probably what got us back to where we were.
First win on a street circuit for 888 since Newcastle. So what's changed, Broc, to light up the streets again?
Adelaide. We came back here. Townsville this year was an absolute disaster, especially qualifying pace. So, I think we've probably struggled a bit when we've been really strong at street circuits in the past. But we were really strong here last year. We were really fast in the race, come second. But we've been missing a little bit. So I think we've found a bit more of a groove now. We got some new tools in the toolbox that have been working well. So we haven't been the fastest all weekend. It's normally we'll always joke about it. It's normally a good thing if I'm slow in practice 1. We sort of come on strong for the weekend. But we've obviously got a really fast race car again here. But clean air and Adelaide seems to go well for me.
I imagine you in particular pretty happy to have the Championship 4 race here next year?
Yeah, here or Darwin would be pretty good.
All right, any last call from the journos? Cool. Well done, guys. Enjoy it. Thank you.